into it. Hopefully we don't lose any frames, and we should hopefully be all right. All right, we're losing frames, so it's not going to be a good stream. We are always running from the thrill of it. Oops. Welcome in, everybody, to today's game on NBC between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. I hope all you guys are excited and ready to go in today's game. We are just about started and ready to go here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Off we go here on NBC. Pittsburgh to receive. This is Jaylen Warren. He will bring it out from his own end zone. And that is where they will start. Russell Wilson in town. Back here in Houston. The give to Najee Harris. Najee Harris. He'll get a gain of about 7. And he'll take it down to about the 32. 2nd and 3 up and coming. Obviously, Mike Tomlin, we all know how and who he is. Great, phenomenal coach leading Pittsburgh to another playoff appearance last year. Here's a 2nd and 3 now for Russell Wilson, empty formation. He's going to throw it, and that is caught by George Pickens. Obviously, these rosters have not been updated to the rosters that we've currently seen, all the trades, free agent pickups and whatnot. This is still all last year's stuff, so hopefully we can get that situated here soon. Wilson now, the give Najee to the outside. He'll get a gain of about 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Steelers. There is Mike Tomlin.
They were defeated by the Ravens in the AFC Wildcard Playoff on January 11th.
My apologies for that. I don't know why Siri was going off. Anyways, the give to Najee again. He's going nowhere. He is taken down after a loss. It'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Steelers. Stingley Jr., Derek Stingley Jr. on the tackle now. And the Steelers faced with a 3rd and 12 here early on in the game. Wilson. It's going to be a screen pass out to Jaylen Warren. Warren can't break free. He's going to be swallowed up. And it's going to bring up 4th and 9 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to have to punt it away to Houston. We'll see what sophomore year C.J. Stroud can do here. The punt by Cameron Johnston is up, and it is out of bounds. Houston now from their own 18. Stroud, he'll take the snap, he'll give it to Joe Mixon, and Joe Mixon's going to get a gain of about 2. It will bring up 2nd and 8 for the Texans here. Second and 8, Stroud, he'll take the snap. He's going to fire over the middle, and that's caught. That's his tight end, Dalton Schultz, with the reception. It'll move the stick it'll be 1st and 10 for the Texans. C.J. Stroud now lined up under center. Tight formation. He'll give it to Joe Mixon. Mixon, he'll get a gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Texans. C.J. He'll take the snap. It'll be play action, and he'll get it down to his other big tight end for another first down. First and 10, yet again for the Texans here. Stroud, he'll motion Mixon out. He's going to take the snap. He's going to go to Dalton Schultz. Missed tackle by Joey Porter Jr. there on the far side of the field. And Dalton Schultz yet again picks up another Texan first down. Empty formation. Stroud, he's going to step back. He's going to go outside. That is Nico Collins. Nico Collins all the way up to the 16. Big pickup there for the Texans. Nico Collins, a sneaky good wide receiver in this wide receiver depth for Houston. Big chunk play there for the Texans, and they are now in the red zone at Pittsburgh's 16-yard line. Stroud, he'll take the snap. He'll give it to Joe Mixon, and Mixon's going to be hit by Beanie Bishop. He'll lose 1. He'll bring up 2nd and 11. .34 seconds, empty formation. Stroud, he'll go underneath. That is Tank Dell. Tank Dell up to the 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Texans. Stroud now joined by Mixon in the backfield. Stroud looking. He's going to fire to the end zone, and it is incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and 2 with 2 seconds left in the quarter. A field goal try might be up and coming for the Texans here. Let's find out. Indeed. This is Fairbairn on for the field goal attempt. It is up, and it is good as we end the first quarter of play here in Houston on NBC. Pittsburgh, their first drive, couldn't get much going. Let's see if they can get anything going here, as this kick will be returned up to about the 28. Here comes Russell Wilson and the rest of the Steeler offense now for their second drive of the game. Wilson, he'll take it, he'll give it to Najee. Najee's got a little bit of a hole. He's going to get a gain of 7 there. Najee does look to be a little bit injured on that play, but he'll pop right back up and ready to go back to work for the Steelers offense. Wilson now under center. He's going to drop back, looking to throw. He will throw. That is his wide receiver, George Pickens, on the catch. And Pickens getting in an altercation with the DB there. Wilson, obviously, He's seen better days of football and whatnot, but he isn't doing too bad for his age. Play action here. Wilson feeling the pressure. Wilson's going to go down. Will Anderson Jr. with the sack. It'll bring up 2nd and 16. That is the rookie Troy Fatuna'u out of Washington who led up that sack. And the Steelers look at a 2nd and very long. Wilson now looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's going to rip it to Mike Williams, Mike Williams, the receiver they just picked up from New York. He's got a big gain there. 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the Houston 28. Steelers now 2 receivers to each end. Play action. Fake to Warren. He's going to drop it off underneath the intended target. That's incomplete. It was to Calvin Austin, the speedy receiver there on the target. Could not make the catch. He was hit right after ball hit his hand. Yet again, same formation. Watch out for Pickens here. They're going to go outside to Pat Freiermuth, Holy cow. Bring up 3rd and 7 now for the Steelers. And you can see Freiermuth getting into it with one of the DBs there, of course. Empty formation. Wilson's the only one back there. He's going to take the snap, feeling a little bit of pressure. He's got some time. He's going to check it down to Jaylen Warren. He's got the 1st down and a few more. Jaylen Warren, the reliable, short, little receiver that'll make a big splash play for you when you need it. Brings up a 1st and 10, moves the chains. Wilson now looking. He's going to throw it to Mike Williams, and Mike Williams with a very, very nice catch there on the slant pass. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Wilson under center. The give to Najee. Najee's going to barrel his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. They take the lead. Six to 3 with the Chris Boswell PAT up and coming. Fields the hold. We all know how Chris Boswell is. Automatic, the PAT. It is good. And they are up 7 to 3. 3:05 left to be played in this half. Chris Boswell's kick to Houston. It'll be received. He's going to bring it out. And he'll bring it out to about the 31 here. 3:01 left to be played in this first half. Stroud. The give to Mixon. He's going to be hit hard in the back of the line. That is Cam Hayward, the initiative hit, but he wasn't able to take him down. But the rest of the defensive line was there to swarm him. 2nd and 12 for the Texans here. I formation for Houston. Stroud, he's going to step back. Looking, he's going to fire to the outside, and that is Stephon Diggs. But he goes literally nowhere. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Texans here. He stepped out of bounds, too. So it stops the clock at 2:33. Can they convert on 3rd and long? Stroud now, he's going to step back. Stroud is going to go down. T.J. Watt on the sack. It'll bring up 4th and 15. And the Steelers will get the ball right before the half ends. They might take this down to the 2-minute warning. Let's see. Nope, they will punt it away. The punt is away. It is going to be caught by Calvin Austin, and he's going to get hit backwards. 2:03. This will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to give it to Najee Harris. Najee Harris with a hole. He'll gain about 7 there. It's 2nd and 3. When we come back, Pittsburgh up 4. 1:59 left to be played. Back here in Houston. Pittsburgh on a 2nd and 3. Wilson looking to throw. He's going to go out up top to his tight end, Pat Freiermuth, for about a gain of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 now for the Steelers. Excuse me for all the photo taking. 4th and 1 for the Steelers now. They are going to punt. Houston did call a timeout. They do got 1:50. Johnston's punt is away. And it is going to be fair caught by the Texans. 1st and 10 for them now. 2 timeouts. Stroud, he's going to throw to Stephon Diggs over the middle. Clock ticking here. Stroud looking. He's going to throw to Nico Collins over the middle. It's caught. Stroud, he's going to take the snap. He's going to go to the top. That is his receiver there, Tank Dell. Big gain there for the Houston Texans. .52 seconds remain. Stroud, he's going to take the snap. Stroud looking. He's going to roll to his right, but there's T.J. Watt. And T.J. Watt takes him down for the big sack. A loss of 13. And it pushes them out of field goal range. They call a timeout there. Bring up 2nd and very long. 2nd and 23 to be exact. Still on Pittsburgh's side of the field, but a very, very detrimental play there. Stroud looking. Stroud's going to go underneath, and that's to nobody. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 23 now. That sack was detrimental to the Texans. On 3rd and very long. Stroud, play action. He's going to heave it down the field, and it's knocked away. Dante Jackson with the knock away. It's going to bring up 4th and 23. They will be forced to punt here now. Pittsburgh, 3 timeouts, and they will have 36 seconds to make some magic happen. Wilson's going to step back. He's going to fire down the field. That's to George Pickens. And Pickens now down to the 46. 30 seconds, 2 timeouts for the Steelers. At their own 46. 2 timeouts. Wilson looking to throw. Wilson will throw. That's to George Pickens on a little slant route. It'll be a gain of 4. And they will call another timeout. We know Chris Boswell's got one hell of a leg. But even from this distance, you think it would be impossible. It'll be roughly a 66 to a 67-yard field goal from this distance. But with one timeout left here, they hope to pick up some more yardage to make it easier on him. Wilson's going to step back looking. Wilson's going to take off himself. He's got room up the middle. And Wilson's got a very, very nice chunk of yards there to set up a Chris Boswell field goal. Wait, what are they doing? Okay. I was slightly confused there. They call their last timeout and send Chris Boswell out to attempt the very long field goal. Chris Boswell from about 60 yards out. His kick is up, and it is good. Wow, what a kick by Chris Boswell. As they end the half there. Houston, of course, will get the ball right here. No breaks are needed. He'll take this thing out. And they will set up shop at their own 23. Down 7 now. Houston, can they go down and score? Let's find out. Stroud, the give to Mixon. Mixon goes nowhere. He loses 4. Mixon, 4 rushes for 0 yards. Great defensive half for the Steelers. That first half. Let's see if they can keep it up this half. Stroud now. Looking. He's going to throw underneath. That's Tank Dell. Patrick Queen on the hit. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. D'Amico Ryan there, head coach of the Houston Texans. Stroud under center. Stroud looking. He's going to throw to the corner, and that is incomplete. 4th and 6 now for the Texans. And the punt unit will come back onto the field for the 3rd time today. The punt by Townsend is up, and it is away, and that is where the Steelers will take over for their first drive of the second half. Wilson now. He'll give to Najee. Najee bouncing back and forth. Najee, wow. Najee, what a great run. Weaving in between traffic. He'll take it up to the 43. Good run there by Najee Harris. Great run there by Najee Harris on 1st and 10. Moves the chains yet again on this 1st and 10. They're going to play action at Wilson looking. He's going to check down. That is to Connor Hayward, the son of Iron Hayward. And it's going to pick up another 1st down for the Steelers. Wow, look at that pocket that Wilson had. phenomenal pocket. Our offensive line is giving him all the time in the world. Empty formation now. They feel confident. They're going to bring 4. Wilson to the outside, and it's caught by George Pickens. Another first down for the Steelers. Pickens over 50 yards receiving now. Wilson under center. He's going to give it to Najee. Najee's going to fight for about 1. That's all he will be able to get. Brings up 2nd and 9. Empty formation for Wilson. Pressure coming. He's going to throw. That's George Pickens. And Pickens is going to be able to pick up the first down. Moves the chains for the Steelers. Takes them down to the 23-yard line. Wilson, the give to Jaylen Warren, and Warren won't be able to go anywhere. He's going to be stopped in his tracks. It'll be a gain of nothing. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wilson. Go to the outside of Najee, and Najee's going to only be able to pick up 2. Great tackle there on the outside by the linebacker. He was able to get him early before he could turn the corner and potentially pick up a first down and more. Third and 8 now. Wilson, he's going to take the snap. It's going to be a screen pass to Jaylen Warren, and Warren's going to be met hard. That is Ali Shakir on the hit, and it's going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Steelers. Assumptions being made. Chris Boswell and the field goal unit on for roughly the 35-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it is good by Chris Boswell. And the Steelers have a 10-point lead here late in the third quarter. Houston will receive for their second drive of the half. He'll take it up to about the 28, and that's where they will start their drive. Stroud looking. He's going to pass. He's going to dump it down to Mixon. Mixon's going to go nowhere. Cole Holcomb on the tackle. It's only a gain of 3. Two back set now for the Texans here. Pittsburgh looking to rush 5. They only rush 4. And Mixon, he's only going to get a gain of 1. He's been stopped all day. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. And Houston faced with another 3rd down. There's Mike Tomlin. Has never had a losing season as a head coach. He will for sure go in the Hall of Fame. Here's Stroud now. Stroud looking. Stroud is going to take off up the middle. Stroud has got the first down. It moves the chains for Houston. Finally, they're able to find a little something and move the chains more than punting. Probably one last play. Apologies for the microphone. My microphone did indeed turned off. I don't know why. It just magically does. But anyways, that is the end of the third quarter. Pittsburgh holds a 10-point lead over Houston. D'Amico Ryan obviously frustrated with what's been going on today. On 2nd and 4, Stroud looking. He's going to throw it. That is to Joe Mixon. And he's got a first down. 1st and 10 now for Houston. Will they be able to score and make this a 3-point game potential, or even, if worse comes to worse, they can take a field goal and make it a 1-score game still. Stroud now looking. He's going to fire over the middle to his tight end. That is Dalton Schultz, but he's taken down by Deshaun Elliott, the former Baltimore Raven, just acquired by the Steelers 2 years ago. On 2nd and 12, Stroud looking to throw. He's going to go over the middle to Nico Collins. Nico Collins with a big chunk of yards there. It'll take him into the red zone, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Texans. Can Houston finally get some momentum and punch it into the end zone here? Stroud, he's going to pass again. Looking, going down below. That is caught. That is Tank Dell. And it's 1st and goal for the Texans. C.J. Stroud up and over 175 yards passing in this game so far. Stroud, he'll give it to Mixon. Mixon gonna be stonewalled by Cole Holcomb. He goes nowhere yet again. It's gonna bring up 2nd and goal for the Texans here. Two wide receivers to each side. Stroud looking. Stroud's going to roll out to his right. Stroud is going to take off, and Stroud is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Down 4 now with the PAT to come. The PAT, Fairbairn on to kick it. Davis Mills the hold. It is good. And the Texans are only down 3 here with 3:42 left in this ball game. Fairbairn's kick is away. It's going to be received. Cordell Patterson on the return. And he won't go much of anywhere. 1st and 10 now for the Steelers. Wilson. Draw to Jalen Warren. He goes nowhere. He'll get a gain of 1. And that is what the Texans need exactly on a 1st down play like that. D'Amico Ryan obviously looking a lot better than what he was at the beginning, or excuse me, at the start of the second half. Pittsburgh taking this clock all the way down to 1, and what was that? They just let the play go. Wilson now, scoreboard is malfunctioning a little bit. This is Harris. Harris for about a gain of 1. It's 3rd and 13. What in the world was that by the Steelers? They took a delay of game to run the clock out? I don't think that was intentional there, but now it's 3rd and 13 Well, the clock is all the way down to 7 yet again. Will they snap it? What is going on? 2. They take another delay of game. What is happening? 3rd and 18. Wilson snapping. He feels the pressure. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to get rid of it. Side-armed. Out of bounds. It's 4th and 18. What in the world just transpired? They let every second tick off of the play clock so it could tick off of the game clock. And yet it's still only going to be 2:08 left on the clock. What in the world was that? Houston now with 3 timeouts, the 2-minute warning, and on their own 38. Here we go. Stroud, he's going to throw. He's got Nico Collins, and just like that, they are up and over the 50-yard line and are in field goal range. 1:58 remain. Did the Steelers just blow this game away? We will wait and see. Stroud looking. He's going to go down to the slant. And now Pittsburgh calling a timeout. They got a hurt player. That is Cameron Hayward. He's going to take a knee out on the field. 2nd and 6 now. I'm still just confused on what happened. Did they intentionally? Like, that was the stupidest game plan ever. You're going to waste every second, that one whole second. You could have snapped it at 1. But no, that 1 second counted. We'll see what happens and if it affects them or they can live up to it. Stroud now, he's going to throw. This is Stephon Diggs. Diggs isn't going to be able to get the first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches. Stroud now over 200 yards passing. Clock is ticking. If Pittsburgh can get a stop here and limit them to a field goal, they're lucky, because what they just did last drive was the most idiotic thing I've ever seen. Stroud, he's looking to throw. He's going to fire. He's got the first down. That is to Tank Dell. And it's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 as the clock is going to tick near a minute now. Stroud, wide open pass to Tank Dell for the 1st down. Stroud's going to take the snap. Under a minute now. He's going to pass it. It's intercepted! Unbelievable. It is intercepted by Beanie Bishop. They're going to run it with Najee now. Obviously, Houston will call a timeout. It's intercepted by Beanie Bishop. Wow. Yet again, Najee with another run. Houston's got 3 timeouts. They've used 2 already. On 3rd and 6, they will use another one and potentially get the ball back with like 20 seconds, 10, 20 seconds. I don't know. I got it. Hold on. I'm going to use a timeout. I mean, no, they'll get the ball back with probably like 45 seconds. 40 seconds. 40 to 45 seconds. So this game ain't over. That's if the Steelers don't get the first down here. If they do, the game's over. They give to Najee. Najee is going to be stopped. He's got a gain of 4. But it's going to bring up 4th and 2. Timeout called. 50 seconds. And Houston could potentially get into field goal range and kick a game-tying field goal and send this game into overtime. Pittsburgh, of course, they will punt. Wow. Still trying to understand what just happened. Beanie Bishop with a game, ceiling interception, of course. Pittsburgh offensively couldn't do anything, but now Stroud. Wow! Stroud is going to go down for a 10-yard sack. The clock is going to tick. And that might just do it. I don't see how they could do this to get into field goal range. That is Patrick Queen, the linebacker blitz. They go no huddle here. 2nd and 20. Stroud. He's just gonna have to launch it downfield. He's gonna get rid of it, but he was taken down. It's 3rd and 20 now. 16 seconds remain. You gotta use the sideline here. Nothing in the middle. You gotta get a big chunk here. Have to. We're gonna see what happens. I highly doubt that Houston will be able to do anything. This game is one to remember for sure. Stroud looking. He goes to the end zone, and it is caught by Dalton Schultz. Did he get out of bounds? I don't think he did. He wasn't out of bounds. The clock is going to tick, and that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to walk out of here victorious, but just ever so slightly. Russell Wilson will be able to celebrate this, and the rest of the team will take the plane ride home. There's Beanie Bishop with the game-sealing interception practically. Unbelievable game. Very, very, very unexpected from just either side with what happened, with what transpired. But anyways, that is the ball game. Your Steelers win 13-10. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Have a lovely night, and I hope to see you soon.